Chapter 63-92. Maria sighed and said loudly, "You are not a god, young master, don't let yourself bear too much pressure. Although the fate of the dead soldiers is tragic, the innocent people who die in their hands are even more miserable. For hundreds of years, although the dead soldiers were trapped by Victoria, they also helped the tyrants. The massacre of villages and cities has occurred repeatedly. Some dead soldiers have been tortured themselves, but when facing innocent people, they are even more cruel and violent. Many of the crimes I have witnessed with my own eyes can be said to be innumerable. Even if they are handed over to the law, many people will be sentenced to death. Therefore, I beg you, don't be too kind to them. Let alone put yourself in danger because of your kindness to them." When saying this, Maria firmly said in her heart, "Young master, you are kind-hearted. If you can't make this decision, let me be the bad guy." Charlie listened to Maria's words and pondered for a long time. Then he suddenly remembered something and asked, "Miss Lin, if I can take over the Right Army Governor's office, then the assassins under his command will be at my disposal, right? I don't need to rush to provide these assassins with antidotes, because Victoria will continue to supply them." Maria's clear eyes suddenly flashed with a gleam of light, and she blurted out, "Victoria has always been elusive. Even the governors of the 5 major governors' offices rarely have the opportunity to see her. This is also the means that if the young master really has the opportunity to recruit the Grand Commander of the Right Army Commander's office for his own use, Victoria may find it difficult to discover." After that, she said with some concern, "The Wu family is Victoria's true direct line. As far as I know, they all have some cultivation. Even those who have no talent for enlightenment have been forcibly enlightened by Victoria. If the young master wants to control their minds, it depends on their specific cultivation. Moreover, if someone is like me, I am afraid that the young master's plan will be difficult to advance." Charlie nodded and said, "If the identity of the Grand Commander of the Right Army Commander's office can be confirmed this time, I can try to find a breakthrough from him during the long journey in the dark night." For Charlie and Maria, who had eaten the eternal evergreen pill, basically did not feel the slightest fatigue. And the two also enjoyed the feeling of being able to chat openly without any secrets and scruples. For each other, they are the only people who can share all secrets. The interior of a moving vehicle can be said to be one of the most private environments, so the two can naturally speak freely here. The two talked about the warrior's den and Meng Changsheng, and then from Meng Changsheng to Maria's father. When talking about her father, Maria suddenly thought of something and asked Charlie, "By the way, young master, have you found any other uses for the ring left by my father?" Charlie shook his head and said, "Except for it beating when I am close to you, and teleporting me to you before I die, I haven't found any other uses for it." Charlie said, "Oh, by the way, it may be because we met more frequently later. Now when I get close to you, it has no reaction." Maria said seriously, "Master, I always feel that this ring should not have only these 2 uses." "Really?" Charlie said, "I think its teleportation skills are already amazing. I still haven't figured out how it achieves teleportation. I don't know whether it breaks people up and reassembles them at the atomic level, or whether it creates a wormhole between 2 points that can be instantly passed through, as in science fiction movies. It seems unrealistic to want such a powerful ring to have more functions." Maria said, "Master, I think that although the master never regarded my father and Victoria as real disciples, he passed this ring to my father at the last moment. He really hoped that after my father left the 10,000 mountains, he would be able to drive the Tartars out of the pass and restore the Han dynasty. After all, he was also a Han and had some national emotions in his heart. Since this is his original intention, then think about it, master. If this ring can only help my father escape in times of crisis, it will not be able to support the arduous task of restoring the Han dynasty. So I think it must have other wonderful uses. But my father didn't have time to explore them. and I don't have the ability to study them myself.